Okay, so we've got our pan on. We're not going to make a great deal. So basically, when you're making a bechamel, the rule is half fat to flour.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to use roughly about, I'd say about 4 ounces, 5 ounces there, and we're just going to let that melt away. That actually is going to be a bit too much because we don't want it spilling over. So just going to let that butter melt. You can use butter, but obviously we're going to get stalk within you. So you just let that melt down. You don't want it to burn. Just want it so it's just you've got no lumps in it left. And then what we're going to do is add the flour, and then you're going to have your milk as well. But generally, at this moment in time, we've only got the cold milk. But if you can, just whack it in your microwave for a minute, just to take the heat up. Because if the warmer your milk, the less time it takes for it to cook. Right, so all we're done now, that's the butter melted. So we're just going to add some flour to that. So what we're going to produce now, this is called a roux. And this is when your flour and your butter merge together to make a paste. So basically what we've done is we've made a roux. So this is the flour and the butter together. And so all we're going to do is add a little bit of milk now to this. And just slowly, we're just going to incorporate this milk into this roux.
So once you've got this roux cracked, there's like so many things you can make.
Yeah, well, so this is your base for your sauces. Is, you know, you can make your gravies based on this one. If you've got to be careful. You just got to cook your roux out until it's gone to the dark stage. So you've got the white roux, the blonde roux, and the dark roux. Okay. So your dark roux, you could make, you know, a really nice casserole, or you could do, you know, a really nice, not a French onion soup as such, but you could do a nice dark onion, you know, dark onion soup. You make your mulligatonis, or you could make your oxtail soups based on that. So as you can see, the milk's adding to it now, and it's turning into this really thick paste. So what we do is we just keep adding milk, and what we're going to do is just let that cook out. And what you're doing is you're cooking out your gluten in the flour. And what you're doing is you're turning this into a nice thick sauce. And what you don't want any lumps. So you just keep mixing, keep mixing. This is a job that you can't walk away from, basically. If you do, the chances are you will ruin it. If you do walk away for a second, if you've got to go and do something, just take it off the heat. It's not going to do any harm sitting there. And we'll just keep carry on cooking out. But just keep your heat low all the time. Don't have it red hot. Don't have it full on. If you've got one of your induction hobs or anything like that, keep it low. Keep it on about 2.
So while this is cooking out, I hear you were involved in a little competition last year.
Yeah, so I've been with the school now, I'll be 2 years in March. And we went, first year in the summertime, we went to LASA, which is a exhibition of school and catering and all the different supplies for the schools and what have you. And while I was there, we've seen a competition that was being held for Chef of the Year. And I said to my colleagues, I'll have a bit of that. I did some competitions in my younger days, and I entered for it last year, won my regional finals. So in July of last year, I went up against 11 of the chefs within the catering, school catering companies.
The cream of the crop.
Cream of the crop for the year. And we competed cooking a 2-course meal, 4 portions each. 2 portions for 2-course meal over 120 minutes at the cost of £1.60. Wow. No more than that. And I didn't place. There was a first, second and third, but I didn't place. But the experience was fantastic. Really enjoyed it. I am entering again this year, but as a grab and go competitor, which basically is, obviously we do grab and go here. We're going to went to a nice little, something that kids can just walk away with and eat. It's all about imagination and what you can do. But with mine, I'm going to emphasise on the growing trends of you know, allergens and basically veganism.
And these dishes that you made for this competition actually got on our school menus, didn't they?
They did,
Which
yeah.
is- which
We
was, you know,
put them on afterwards once we come back. Went down, you know, really enjoyed it. They went down a storm. Kids loved it. I get, you know, get shouted chef a lot around the building.
Nice.
They still, just the other day, some girl said to me, "Oh, you were in a competition? How did you do? We never found out." But yeah, no, it's nice to get a bit of recognition still in the school. And then of course at Christmas with this beard, I've got to be Santa Claus.
Yes, you are.
so
You're very versatile.
I do enjoy my Santa at Christmas. So
The good news is, ladies and gentlemen, the sauce is nearly ready.
yep.
So we
So
can
once you
start
get to this
waffling.
point, there's going to be a little bit more milk added because it will keep thickening. But I'm actually going to go from a spoon to a whisk. So I'm just going to get the whisk out. And all this does is just helps break it down a bit quicker because you're not getting anything stuck at the bottom now. So with the bechamel sauce, which is a true bechamel from college would have what in it?
Mustard.
Mustard and a studded onion.
Oh, studded
With
onion. Oh my god, a
cloves.
cloved onion.
Onions.
Oh my god, that was a trick question.
I
When
haven't
was
done
last, when was the last time you seen one of them? Chef?
College.
College. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're basically there. That's going to thicken up a little bit more now. So with this sauce, what we do, a little bit of mustard, a little bit of salt and pepper. That's your basic bechamel sauce.
Okay.
Once you add cheese to it, that's your Mornay sauce.
Oh, cheese sauce, right? Okay.
So that's as simple as that. You can add other ingredients, then you make it a Robert sauce, and you make it. You can do, you know, the sauce anglaise for. Add a little bit of wine to it. I can't remember what that sauce was called. So for you,
Oh no. Why?
white wine.
White wine sauce. Oh,
Some
yeah.
mushrooms to it, you know.
Sauce.
But that's your base. For any white sauce, that's your base. You can then add your cheese to it. That would then go on top of your lasagna, cheese sauce, on top of your moussaka, on top of your cauliflower cheese, broccoli cheese.
So macaroni cheese, one of my most popular
Macaroni
snack meals.
cheese,
Oh,
yeah. You can
that's
obviously
a winner.
you can add more seasoning to it. You can add ham to it to make it a carbonara, which we're going to do that.
Oh yeah, we could do that. We can
we
do
can
that.
do that now. We can add a little bit of cheese and a little bit of ham, and then make it a carbonara sauce.